New action taken against a hoarder home in Ocean View Hills just hours ago. A judge ordered a thorough inspection of the property, both inside and out. Welcome to the 4. I'm Heather Myers.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal is working for you. She joins us live from downtown with what happened during today's hearing and where this case heads next. Kelly.
Yeah, and that's right. You know, this hearing was actually supposed to take place at the end of the month, but after CBS 8 began asking questions, it was moved up to today. So there was a lot of back and forth inside the courtroom. Before the hearing even got started, a deputy pulled the property owner aside to make sure she didn't have any recording devices on her, which apparently has been an issue in the past. So first you're going to hear an exchange about that, and then you're going to hear from the property owner, Lisa Golden's attorney.
Just stand by. The deputy wants to talk to you. Maybe you and your attorney can step outside for just a moment. Yes. Yeah, and then that's what he's ordering, so let's comply. Counsel, you can go out.
Normally the bailiff is here when I come in, and he looks and makes sure there isn't any recording devices.
All right, well, let's just do it right now, okay?
I can take a look.
Just take a second.
It seems like there's some options here for Ms. Golden to get relief, either through insurance policy or some other way to accommodate if things need to be cleaned up. And it looks like she already has been making efforts to clean up. Certainly the front yard looks pretty clean to me.
Have you seen these photos they have in the movie paper?
I have, Your Honor, yes. Yes, I have seen.
Because they clearly show a tremendous amount of trash and garbage just heaped up. Looks like right outside.
And the city attorney's office told the judge there was so much trash outside Golden's front door when they visited last week that they couldn't even get to the front door. Now, today's hearing was supposed to be about whether the court-appointed receiver, that outside entity that is still legally tied to this home, needs to go back in and clean up the property again, just as they did back in 2021. Golden's attorney said, hold off on making a decision today, Judge. We just filed some new documents you need to look at. The city says this is the pattern that continues to happen. More filings, more delays, and things just get pushed further and further out. So in the end, the judge ordered an inspection by the receiver to happen next week. He also set another hearing date. Outside of court, Golden agreed to talk to us on camera. She continues to claim the receiver is to blame for the condition her property is in.
They filled the boxes half with trash and garbage. When they completely filled my entire house with these huge stacks of boxes, then they just dumped the rest of the property on the front yard, the side yard, the backyard, just in huge piles, and said, good luck.
The criminal insanity that goes with following this case, to me, is unacceptable. To her, everybody else is at fault.
And neighbor Eddie Mead, whom you just heard from, he was present in the courtroom today, as well as 2 other neighbors. There's also a new attorney that was just hired by the HOA who was inside the courtroom as well. Now, the judge set that inspection date for Monday, and a hearing has been set for next Friday. So we will continue to follow this story and let you know what happens. Heather and Carlo.
Yeah, Kelly, we really appreciate your continued coverage of this story. You mentioned, though, that the homeowner, who you did talk to today, claims that this mess started in 2021, a few years ago, after that court-appointed receiver cleaned up the property. She claims that person just dumped everything outside the property. But don't court documents show that this has actually been going on since 2009?
Yeah, and I asked her that question today, and she basically blamed one of her neighbors and says one of her neighbors has been calling code enforcement for no reason. However, when you read those documents from the city attorney's office, they clearly paint a much different picture. Now, CBS 8 has talked to numerous neighbors who say this issue has been going on for a very long time.